I'm Lyd. And that's Chris. And this is Affy, the dog that locks herself in the car. So we just spent 4 days at Monarch. We stayed at Monarch Mountain Lodge. Thursday, we drove into Salida. We got some pizza, went to a used bookstore, grabbed a coffee at Brown Dog Coffee, which their coffee was delicious. Then Friday we got up pretty early and got to the mountain. I had to rent gear, so we rented gear. We had a couple muffins for breakfast, grabbed a coffee. Chris went up and he was third chair in line to go up to the top of the mountain. And we kind of did our own thing. So Chris went off and rode a bunch of powder.
Face shot. I can't breathe.
I went on the smallest bunny ride there was, Bunny Hill. Just wanted to make sure everything worked still. I knew what I was doing. Rode down the bunny hill. I was like, okay, I can manage this. It's been a while, but I've been quite a few times. I know how to do this. So then I went to the top, to the is it called the panorama?
Yeah, panorama lift.
I went to the panorama lift, and I realized that I'm not good enough to ride in powder. I do not like to ride in powder. I pretty much every 5 feet was just falling down. I was, knee deep, hip deep in snow. I couldn't get up.
Oh, that's a deep turn.
Every time I tried to push myself up, I felt like I was getting pulled back down. And it wasn't until about an hour later that I realized I was wearing a backpack and there were some straps hanging out. So I think every time I tried to lift myself up, I was like literally holding myself down with the strap. So that was fun.
I'm gonna go meet up with Lydia pretty soon. I hope she's having even half as good a time as I am. This is what I came for.
I was sitting at the top of this mountain and I'm looking around and there is nobody in sight. I'm just sitting there and all I could think is, number one, I'm warm, so that's good. Number two, I know I'm not gonna die on this mountain, but I might have to scoot the whole way down on my butt, the whole 800 feet of elevation, because I just cannot stand up. And honestly, it was kind of an enjoyable experience in a way because it was beautiful. It was really calm. There was nobody around. And like I said, I was super warm in my clothes. At no point was I nervous. I wasn't hurt. It was just kind of funny. So anyway, so we meet up for lunch. And our waitress was from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, represent. And we told her that we worked at Permane Brothers together, and she said, oh yeah, Ragin' Cajun, which she's wrong, but that's okay. I had hearty grains salad. It was really delicious, and then an avocado taco. We shared some cheese curds. Chris had a chicken sandwich. And then we hit the slopes together. So that was the first time that we have ridden in 6 years, and the last time was actually at Monarch. Last time we were at Monarch, Chris teleskied and I snowboarded. So this is the first time that we snowboarded together.
Yeehaw! Now look at the quads burning. Call that the power falling leap.
Went back to the lodge, hung out with the dog, and then we decided to go jump in the pool, which was fabulous because there was nobody else there. And then they had hot tubs outside. We had to walk through the pool area to get to them, but then once you were in the hot tub, it was snowing. You had this beautiful view of the mountains. Like, it was really nice. It was really nice. It was really relaxing. We got in the hot tub, we went in the pool, we kind of floated for a while, went back in the hot tub. It was just a really perfect end to the day. We went and had dinner at the restaurant, and it was delicious. The food was fantastic. This guy it was top notch. We got up this morning. I didn't have to rent gear because I just rented it for 2 days, so we kind of had a more leisurely morning. Had breakfast at the same restaurant. Phenomenal again, delicious. This guy we've heard he's a 5-star chef. We don't know
where the stars are.
We don't know who is rating him as a 5-star. We don't know what kind of stars these are, but he's a 5 stars. I would give him 5 stars as well. I don't know what my stars are worth. We got up this morning, had breakfast, went to the mountain, and we just rode together a few times. Today was much better for me. It was sunny. I kind of liked the packed powder. You know, it was still soft. Like, if you fell, you weren't hurting yourself. It wasn't icy.
Yeah, because the board doesn't want to bring its tail around when you're far back, is kind of what I think of it as. We're partying.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Alright.
I'm going to get out of your way. Bend your knees, babe. Alright, I'm going.
Alright, bye.
See ya. That's glorious.
Yeah, I fell a lot. Like a lot, though. I spent a lot of time on the ground. I fell, then I fell, then I would stand up and I'd fall again, then I'd lose my balance. A couple times I was just standing still, just got up and then back down, so I think Chris might have got a few of those moments on video.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Are you seeking a hand? Good job, Ed. You killed it. You're like a snow angel.
I felt like I definitely wanted to keep going today, but we had to pack up and go get the dog and leave, and so now we're heading back to the front range. It was an awesome trip. What'd you think?
She liked it.
The saga continues at the Loaf and Jug.
Take 9.
We stopped to get gas, grab something to eat, and long story short, the dog locked herself in the car. So we had to get a tow company to come out and unlock it.
It's about as painless as it could have been.
It was pretty quick, to be quite honest, so thanks for Big Red Towing and Dylan for saving the day. We'll put a link down below for Big Red. We crack ourselves up sometimes.